Shalom. First off, give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect. All the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and in sincerity, and the women and children who follow. So, I wanted to make this lesson mainly about staying focused, using your time correctly, and mainly not spreading yourself thin, because it's a lot of things that, and I'll get into it, that are lawful but not really expedient, because you can have a woman, you can have more than one woman, you can own your own business, you can have side hustles or friends, or you can do all of that, but you gotta still remember where your bread is buttered, what the main goal is, which the main goal is not to live deliciously in this place, or there's nothing wrong with wanting a better life. There's nothing wrong with wanting better for yourself, but it can't come at the price of the church. It can't cost you Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So first scripture I want to get is this 1 Corinthians 9 and 24. Says, "Know ye not that they was run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that ye may obtain." What's that prize? That prize is the kingdom of heaven. So we are running towards it. Just make sure that that's what you want to do when you training for if you're in the Olympics and you training for the 100 meters, you running every day, you lifting, you doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're not out drinking every night. You're not out eating, 3 pizzas a night. No, you're studying, you're getting your body right, you're getting your mind right, you're getting your physical and mental, all those things right to prepare to run that race, to try to get that gold medal. And that's how we got to be in this truth. We can't let all the things in our daily lives catch us up. And I'm definitely guilty of that, too much business. And we're going to get into that as well. Let me see. That's really all I wanted from that part. All that is good. But this is what I really wanted to get into. I said that to say this. This is Sirach 38 and 24. It says, "The wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure, and he that have little business shall become wise." You can't spread yourself too thin. If you got too much business, if you got a job and you got a business and you got a side hustle and you got a girlfriend and you got and you're a father, and you got too much business going on, is what you got. You need to trim the fat. And this video is definitely a cut to me as well. I hope it's a help for any other brother that maybe, for lack of a better term, got too much shit going on. Slow your ass down. That's what needed to be said to me, and that's what was said to me. And I'm not bucking up against it, or not being what's the word? I'm accepting what it was said because it was true. When you got too much business, man, you need to sit your ass down and reflect on where your bread is really buttered. It says wisdom, the application of knowledge, comes of a learned man, or Sakya of a learned man, comes from opportunity of leisure. So if you got too much business, when do you have the leisure? Like, when I came into this thing, I ain't have nothing. Look where the Most High had me now. I don't know. Everybody has a story of where they came from. We're all on our quote redemption arcs because we all came from somewhere. We weren't born in this truth. We all came from somewhere, but we all have a goal, the same goal. We all have a place that we want to be. When the Lord brought me into this, He gave me that opportunity of leisure. And now that you've been in it so long, I say you meaning me, but I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. But that's neither here nor there. But it's easy to dibble and dabble into other things. I'm not saying that I got it all or anything like that, but once you've been in it for a minute, it's easier to say, okay, well, I can give myself a little more rope now. But really, you got to tighten those drawstrings up. If you want to keep that wisdom, you still need that leisure time. You can't, if you're going to school or, like I said, you got to hustle or whatnot, it takes time to learn all that. If it take time away from the Most High. If you got a new girlfriend or whatnot, we gonna get into that? Because it says but it's like 1 Corinthians 7 and starting at 29 it says, but this I say, brethren, that the time is short, and it remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none. Why? Because it said the time is short. We're getting towards the end. Get some leisure time to do your duties as a man of the Lord. It says, and they that weep as though they had wept not, and they that rejoice as they rejoice not, and they that buy as though they had not possessed, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. That's what I was talking earlier. Because it's not unlawful to have your own business or have a side hustle or, like I said, or have a wife or have multiple wives. But use this world not as abusing it. And if any of that is interfering in any sort of way with the truth, then you need to cut that off. Let your eye be single. Cut that member off. It shouldn't even be a hard decision. Was grabbing your attention. If it's like what's grabbing your attention, if your attention ain't where it needs to be, and just cut it off, man. Because at the end of the day, it ain't worth the kingdom. It says, but I would have you, but I would have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried care for the things that belong to the Lord, and how he may please the Lord. So, I mean, if you ain't got a woman, then you going to study more in the Lord. If you ain't got all these different jobs or school or hustle or whatever it is your vice is, whatever it is that's keeping you away, if you didn't have all that, you'd be more, you would care for the things that belong to the Lord more, and how it may please the Most High. It says, but he that is married care for the things that are of the world, and how he may please his wife, or how you may expand your business, or come up with a new whatever, or a new class to take, or whatever, because it applies to everyone. Maybe you want take up a new hobby or get a new sport or start something else, that's fine. There's nothing against that. But use this world as not abusing this world. Don't let it interfere with what the most important things are. Because, like it says, Luke chapter 2 and 49, it says, and he said unto them, how is it that ye sought me? And this is when he had strayed away from his parents and he was teaching in the temples. It says, how is it that ye sought me? Wish ye not that I must be about my Father's business? And that's the point at the end of the day. We have to be about our Father's business. About Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua and pushing that to our brothers and sisters, as well as keeping the law, statutes, and commandments ourselves. But first and foremost, we have an obligation to push this word. So that's where our main focus should be. And if you can't focus on that, then what are you focusing on? It says, let a man examine himself, that he be in the faith. Hey, you better examine yourself, and be sure that whatever you're doing, it's the right thing. And if you're not, or if you're straying off, or whatever it is, you got to be able to cut it off. I believe that's everything I wanted to get into. So with that being said, I hope you were edified. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua B'Shem Rakar their honors to the apostles and the elders of the GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are there in truth and in sincerity, and the women and children who follow. Shalom.